What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Lineman Football, and today's video will be the first in the question and answer series I'm going to be doing. So if you guys remember, I put out a video about 2-3 weeks ago asking for any question you guys have, leave them on that video. So I'm going to start going through those. I think I'm going to make these about 10-minute videos. I'm going to put maybe one out every month, something like that, and then I'm just going to keep working my way through that. So if you guys have any other questions after you've watched all the other videos, don't forget to go leave them on that video. That'll be the place I'll be looking for from now on. So I'm still a little sick. You can probably hear it in my voice, but whatever. I want to start filming. I want to get back into this. So let's start up. New 2017. Let's go. I'm 14. I've been playing football for 2 years. My issues that I played 7th and 8th grade, but missed. Here, how do you recommend I get back in shape for next season? This question is basically just how do I get back in shape? Guys, for any of these questions I get all the time about workouts and everything like that, I'm not the guy you want to go to. I don't have enough experience where I want to be giving out advice on that. I haven't been working out seriously and looking into it and trying to educate myself long enough where I feel comfortable giving out advice, especially on getting back in shape and speed. I understand the strength stuff a little more, but as far as getting speed and agility and back in shape, I don't understand that a lot. So go to YouTube. You can easily YouTube whatever small thing you want, and there'll be tons and tons of content you can use. So that is my best recommendation for all those workout questions. Go to YouTube. Okay, what is the link to your highlight tape? So my old Huddle account has actually been switched over to Coach now, so I actually don't have my highlights available. Sorry, what position did I play on the line? That was asked by Daryl Bars. I played everywhere. Mostly I played center for the most of my career, and then I moved over for high school. I played some guard and some tackle while still remaining to play center for the other team. I moved to guard and tackle because they wanted me to do a lot more pulling and that kind of stuff. So I played everywhere though. How do you feel about the Under Armour highlight cleats for linemen? That's from J. Ron Anderson. So I've never actually used the highlight cleats for line. I knew some people that did. They found them very comfortable. I don't really like how high up they go and all the lacing. If I try them, who knows, I might like them. Just from initial, I've really haven't pushed myself to purchase them because I just haven't liked the styling of them. So I can't really answer that fully because I haven't used them. There's probably some other videos out there. Go check those out though. Blackstock Churro says, how do you overall improve your skills quickly? Okay, so that's another question I get on here a lot, is these simple questions of how do I get better quick, or this is my age, my weight, how do I get better? There's no simple answer for that kind of stuff. It's all about time and technique. There's no way you can get better quick. And I think a lot of problems with today is all this stuff we see online about 5 quick tips, and even I do some of those tip videos, but it's 5 tips to get better instantly. And to be honest, it doesn't work that way. So I think it's about time, putting in the effort, listening to your coaches, doing some off-site conditioning. That's the only way you can get better. If you want some of those tips, I do have the tips playlist, so go check that out. I give some basic tips that'll help you for as far as out of season training, so check that out. Okay, I have a Revo Speed, but should I sell it and try to get a Speed Flex, or is it good enough? So I answered this video kind of. I think the Revo Speed is a really good helmet. I still really like the Revo Speed, maybe because I've worn it for so long, I'm so comfy with it and I don't like change. I'm not 100% sure. All I know is I would probably stick with the Revo Speed just because of the face mask options that are still coming out for it, the versatility of it. I like the Speed, I'd stick with it. What are the 3 top greatest helmets of all time? Are you going to do a chalk talk about the triple offense? I'm not really sure what he means by triple offense. I'm not really sure if he means as far as maybe he means like the triple option, or where you have that triple threat quarterback like Russell Wilson or something where he can do the read option or it's still potentially a pass play. I'm not 100% sure, so I don't really know. How do you prepare for a game? Are there any substitute superstitions you have before you play? I got, the really only one I had was and this is basically everything I do, is I like to be prepared very far ahead of time, that way in case there's any mistakes. So usually before a game, I started to get ready probably 2 hours before a game and just get ready, get going. Before that, it was kind of just depending on my mood, what I was feeling like. Sometimes I just lie down on the trainers' tables and sleep. Sometimes I'd lie down on the trainers' tables and watch Trailer Park Boys or watch Netflix, whatever. So it kind of just depended on the game, depended on the setting, what I was feeling going into it. Okay, here's another one that deals with the strength and weight and all that kind of stuff. So I get a lot of these, what position should I play for, this weight, this height, all this kind of stuff. The reality is I cannot help you at all because I don't know how fast you are. I don't know if you're actually being honest and you're trying to maybe talk yourself up a bit. So those are just useless questions that I'm getting asked constantly because there's nothing I can really help you with. Right, so even one guy replied to it, depends on your strength and blocking ability. It doesn't matter what your height, what your weight is, what you want to play. It all depends on what skills you have, what techniques you already have. I actually think one person asked, I might get to it eventually, they said, I'm in grade 6 and my technique is perfect. What should I try and work on? It's like, your technique's not perfect. It's not. So you have to be honest with yourself when you're asking these questions because you're not perfect. Okay, here's a good one. Is neck protection necessary for an O or D lineman or middle linebacker? So the neck protection thing, you see a lot of players wearing it, and the reality is I think you should only be wearing it if you have neck issues. Middle linebacker might be a little better for it, or D-line, because you're using probably your head a little bit more. But for O-line, you should be keeping your head out of it. You should, when you're hitting, you should be able to snap your neck back and get your punch out to keep your good separation for pass blocking, that kind of stuff. Run blocking, yeah, you might want to be keeping it a little closer. But you shouldn't need neck protection just before you even have any neck injuries, because that shows you're probably doing some stuff improper to begin with. So I think you should maybe focus more on getting your technique down so you're keeping your head out of the play and focus less on the whole preventative measures. What was the hardest hit you ever took, and what was the hardest hit you ever dished out? They were both on a kickoff return. I don't know if I can find them, but one of them was, I think it was same year. Yeah, I blindsided one kid on a kickoff return, or he was coming. I guess he wasn't expecting it. Whatever. Really proud of that hit. And then also in the same another game, I got blindsided on kind of the backside of a kickoff return. So I think those probably be two of the hardest hits. They weren't, as far as hits goes, the worst. I've had some other hits where, like, if my head hit the guy or something, I've had some way worse stuff. I got hit one time with the helmet of the arm and it kind of dead. Like, it just killed my arm like a massive punch. So those weren't like the worst hits, but I think they're definitely the hardest. Okay, do you play in the pros? Yeah, I got drafted last year by the Cardinals. I'm currently, I'm not. I don't play pros. I'm 19, so no. Okay, what is the best face mask for SpeedFlex? So there's going to be two different options here. So if you watch my old best lineman face mask video, I talk a lot about angles and the bars to help stop grabbing people. Now that'll be if your refs are very bad about making calls. But if your refs are very proactive, you can go with something like a skill position face mask and a visor. So the two videos you'll want to watch there are either the best lineman face masks or the why are NFL players switching videos. Those will give you your two different options depending on how your refs ref the game. All right, let's do another 5 minutes. Let's keep going here. I can't find the Hyper Beast. Okay, so I get this a lot. I get the Hyper Beast or Nike D-Tac. Which one should I get? And I always answer now Nike D-Tac. The only reason I'm answering Nike D-Tac is because you can't get the Hyper Beast anymore. They discontinued it after the starting of the D-Tac. So even though I like the D-Tac for like tackle or guard, and I like the Hyper Beast for tackle or guard, and I really like the D-Tac for center, your only option now is actually the D-Tac because they've discontinued the Hyper Beast. How tall are you? I'm like 5'11 and a half. You know, maybe wear some heels, my shoes to break 6 feet, somewhere around there. Okay, could I get a scholarship for D1 college from playing on Great Britain team? Okay, I get a little bit, not a lot, about people trying to get D1 scholarships outside of. So if you're outside of the US, chances are the major D1 scouts won't be looking at you as much as the inside United States or maybe even the Canada. So if you're in Great Britain, Australia, it's going to be a lot harder for you to get noticed. That means you need to actually go out and basically get yourself an agent that'll help you. So there's the one I know of, it's really expensive though, it's called the NCSA. That's what my friend used here in Canada to help get him with some US scouting. Now he was really good. He was still only getting some small D2 offers, like for Montana or something like that. So it's not just about having film. You have to be more proactive when you're outside, and you have to almost look into getting yourself a football agent to help yourself get into D1. And even at that point, it is still super competitive, especially with all the talent and the size in the States, so it's going to be tricky. Okay, what is your favorite player in the NFL? So my former favorite player, I think still to this day, favorite player is Jeff Saturday. He was the center for the Colts, multiple-time Pro Bowler, played with Peyton Manning, won a Super Bowl 2007. Really big fan of him because he is the shortest lineman ever. He was a 6-foot tall center, and he was unbelievable. So the reason I always looked up to him, because I knew I was never going to be breaking even close to that 6-foot mark. So I was hoping maybe I could become the other shortest center at 6 feet in the NFL ever. Didn't work out that way, but you know, he was definitely a lot heavier than me. So Jeff Saturday is still my all-time favorite player. How do you become more faster off the ball? Does it come with practice? Yes, this is just the first part of this guy's question. Justin's question was, how do I get faster? Again, that comes with practice. The second part of his question is, how do you prepare for a long bus ride if you're going somewhere? And that one is, I just watch movies or listen to music 6 hours before the game. I'm not into it at all. I'm just looking as a fun time with the guys, so just a long bus ride. How to have lineman swag. That's my whole channel. I can't just answer that. How to get off the ball quicker. Okay. Where do you buy all your football gear? So all my football gear I usually buy through Eastbay is the first place I look. So I always look at Eastbay. The other place I look is at Sports Unlimited. Even now, because I have Amazon Prime, I'm trying to see if I can find some stuff on Amazon Prime. Face masks and visors, that kind of stuff. Obviously, I go to Green Goodard and Shock, but as far as all the apparel and stuff goes, I usually order through Eastbay. Okay, can you give me an off-season workout routine? So seriously, go to some of the guys on YouTube. The best guy I think you should go to is probably Steve Cook. He used to play, I think, for Utah State, something like that. And he's now a bodybuilder slash YouTube celebrity guy. He does a lot of sick workouts. He has a lot of good programs. I think he actually just started his Big and Lean workout, and I think, yeah, so you can definitely check that out right now, or maybe signing's closed for that. I don't know. Either way, go check out Steve Cook. He has a lot of his workouts on his YouTube channel that are included in the program, so you can use that to help you. Lots of other good bodybuilders and stuff on YouTube, so go check them out. Where are you from in Canada? What league did you play in? Yes, love the channel, from Xavier. Thanks, Xavier. So I live in Calgary, Alberta. The leagues I played in were all the Calgary club leagues. So it was like Calgary Atom football, Pee Wee football, Bantam football, and midget football. Midget went all the way up to grade 11. And then I played for the Calgary High School Sports Association. Maybe that's it. So yeah, I played in 2 separate leagues. The Atom through Bantam always went in the fall. Then as soon as you went into high school here, which starts in grade 10, you would start to play high school football in the fall, and then you'd play midget football in the spring. And midget was club. Okay, there you guys go. That's where I'm going to end this episode today. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like this video. If you have any new comments, leave them down below at the bottom, as I'm reading them from oldest to newest. So don't forget to leave any comments down below. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, thanks.